Corky Nami, what a surprise. Okay, Sentinels with like a stock standard draft, like nothing too special. Ezreal Karma. Alright, draft wise, I can't say that anybody has a particular edge in the draft. It feels like a pretty straightforward comp that we've seen play out many times in this league. It's just going to be a matter of who executes better. Lyon definitely has scaling advantage. It's on Sentinels to play well early and secure the win. Lead on Renekton in the top side. Are we getting a gank bot lane? Looks like we might be.
Yeah, heal gonna be forced out early there by Sentinels.
We are not.
Rahel just valked in onto Isles. He popped the heal. And they knew they didn't have their jungle on that side of the map, so had to play
Hey,
defensive.
Lauren, thank
It's
you.
a nice little trade for them at the end of the day, and they do have that sustained advantage.
My real question for a Michigan person, Michigan State or Michigan?
Yeah, I do really like what Inspired did with that mid gank, though, trading flash for flash, because a lot of times,
okay, this might be a death from Rahel.
Rue here, it's gonna land. In comes the ship from
Barrier.
Berserker. He's looking to knock down Rahel.
No,
Rahel is just gonna be
oh,
gone.
God.
It's first blood
Oh,
there
man.
for Berserker, and now Hui flashes out, but he is killed off as well.
Yeah,
That
this is
the
over.
Passive stacks. That is the lethal tempo stacks there on the
This is
Ezreal,
over.
who is so powerful in these early game fights.
What a 2v2 kill there by
Jesus.
Berserker and Isles.
The Corky
Isles
Nami
saw
is
the
supposed
angle,
to have
flashed in right away, and
advantage.
clearly Berserker was on the same page, and now a flashless Orianna.
Surprise, the knockup is there. Saint shifts on in, and Darkwings looks like he is going to fall. He is knocked down as well. It's Lyon off to a roaring start as Dhokes looking for a solo kill in the top lane.
Maybe we bring back the timer. Maybe you were right. Maybe that's
They played this slow.
So State, but let's not talk about recent football. Okay, that's fine. I respect
uppercuts
Michigan State.
right
That's fine.
off the bat, and you can see Mega, so it looks like Darkwings has to go back and catch his wave.
Inspire gets first dragon for free.
Up a Drake.
Yeah, and I mean, they have got to know what is going on because no one is
Is that
showing
the
up
T-
down
yeah,
to
it's the
this dragon.
T1
So
Narskin.
Dhokes is just trying to thin the wave as much as he possibly can, but now he is in mini form. So he's trying to contest impact. He's trying to stop this from crashing. He clearly knows that the dive could be coming.
He's buying time for Inspired to make his way up the top lane. So Inspired just based. He's moving up. And really nice job there by Dhokes, keeping the minions away from the turret.
Yeah, they're going to go in, though. Dominus is going to be popped. There's the stun. Dhokes hopping back, but can he get out to safety? No, Hombok pops.
Look, he camped there for so long. There's nothing you can do.
Inspired might go for the kill.
Inspired in.
And Inspired trades it back right away.
Yep. Into the tower.
That's fine.
Inspired uses that tower to shoot down the Croc, and now even
both the junglers get a kill, neither top laner gets the kill. That's hilarious.
This would be a long freeze.
Well, he wants
8:25, which means you have to have an average game time of a little bit over what?
Be looking for that as we can see the
25 minutes would put you at 75.
Coming through, and early Nashers
so you can add,
which is really going to help to
divide the extra 5 minutes by 3, so it's like 145-ish.
It's actually Sentinels who pull the Drake. But
just
it's
under
a
27.
little bit difficult here. They might be hoping for some type of Xin knockup. Yeah, I
don't see how you. There's no way you can test. This bot lane is so far ahead.
Because Lyon have the bot lane push. Berserker's going to come over and look for this poke. Isles in the area. You can see the ball strapped to Hombok, but Saint is going to be pushing in mid lane.
Fine,
Lyon are just trying to get control of these lanes.
Wow, Sentinels are really going to fight this.
Now Hombok.
You're willing to flip your game already?
Hit the wave. Collapse on Drake, see Sentinels walk away, and then Sentinels goes, catches the wave again.
I think Sentinels are trying to buy a little bit of time here, but Dhokes is prepping his Narbar as well. True Shot Barrage.
Okay, True Shot Barrage missed.
Still working
That's
on
good.
This dragon. Looks like it might just be a flip here as this is getting incredibly low, and Lyon decide, you know what?
Wow, okay.
It's not worth the risk. We're just going to back off, continue playing for these waves as Berserker grabs a play
it slow.
I mean, that was a situation where
Oh my God.
Impact's so brave to not actually Dominus there. That boomerang kills him if it tags him.
Oh my God, Dhokes.
We'll give Impact credit. He knows the ranges. Like you said, these are two of his most played champions.
Yeah, doesn't have teleport
Here
though to even join this Drake fight, whereas Dhokes is going to be able to finish off this turret. So Lyon's going to play this slow. They're just going to wait. I imagine they'll
Sentinels
wait for
have to
Dhokes
force this.
Finish this turret and maybe even teleport back. But he pops Mega.
Yeah, Impact's just running though, so he could actually join the fight here. We'll see if Dhokes does want to TP.
You cannot
or if
fall
they're just
behind
decide to give this one up. Lyon
any further than you already are. You get outscaled pretty
doing a good job zoning them out with the ball for now. And Impact is here first. Saint is on the side. Dragon will be given up, and Dhokes just continues pushing. They know Impact roam. He has no TP. So
plus, I'm assuming Flowers is going to be doing a lot of first stands, so
that could be
don't over-index
yes,
with him.
It answers the dive because he knows, hey, he's the low mobility guy. He's the main target for Jarvan.
Yeah.
But it also gives you less chance if you finally find an engage.
Yeah,
hey, I'd rather us prio Xin Zhao milk than I would Jhin.
Watch is more of an item when you're up 1,000 gold than down, but not that many
So it's not
options that work when
6,000
you're down
gold lead
6,000
at the
gold, to
next
be
dragon,
completely
but it's
honest, as they might have an angle on
close.
Saint here, but
You
just
got no
flashes
angle
away.
on Saint. It's in the Zero. What are we talking about?
Walks back to his tower pretty easily there.
Again, that play just opens up the mid wave for Berserker to hit again, but this could be the Drake that they end up fighting, because this is Soul Point.
Yeah, they're going to TP now. Dokla's coming in. The True Shot Barrage
That's
will
a chunk.
tag Dark Wings, and now a TP coming in as well from Impact. They're going to summon up the Battle
Okay.
Herald. We'll see how they can use this to start off the fight. Impact just charging up that Rage Bar as Inspired gets in the Herald, and here he comes. Is it going to be a car crash for Sentinels? They are running. He's
Oh my
knocking
God,
out
he got
multiple
two of
members.
them.
Starting out the fight as Hombok goes into backline onto Berserker. Crescent
Okay.
Guard is popped. Impact on the side trying to get some action.
Oh, big-
The shockwave across three
big
members.
shockwave.
Isles is low, has to flash out. Hombok looking to
I don't know
threaten,
if it's
going
enough,
back in.
though.
Saint
Oh, it
is
is.
up, and he is shut
Holy
down
shit,
there
it was.
by Rahel. What a shockwave from Dark Wings over
Dark
the
Wings
wall.
won the
Gets
fight for him.
multiple members and wins the fight almost
Okay.
single-handedly for Sentinels.
And it looks like Sentinels is going to be on Soul Point.
Huh.
This is what we talked about. It was the best play available for Sentinels to give waves to be
Son of a
closer to Soul
bitch.
Point, because then
Okay.
if one good fight like that happens, they now have a
right.
realistic window
Well.
of winning the game.
Towards that rank 3 shockwave, which can be a game changer.
Yeah, but a little bit of a game change there. Like Darkwing.
But again,
finally
it's
got to
still
push
a
wave by
6K
himself
gold
for
lead
kind of the first time ever.
for
Saint and
Lyon.
Dokla both in the same wave. So slight farm inefficiencies for Lyon for the first time right here after that team fight win by Sentinels.
I like the tech here for Rahel, going for some anti-shielding itemization. As
Dominus
going to be
popped.
popped here for Impact. Are they
Dokla,
gonna find the shot?
bye-bye.
They are. Dokla gets pulled back, and Dokla gets cut in half by the Croc
Okay.
with the help of the shockwave there.
Hold up now.
Nice roam.
Wait a
from
minute.
Darkwings just trails his Renekton.
Something ain't right.
And is able to get a kill onto Dokla.
Really nice push deep top lane, got some gold for himself, comes bot
I didn't
lane,
even see.
matches
How did the
up,
prediction go in chat? I'm
manages
assuming it was
to
like
take
almost
Dokla
entire.
down.
It's
Sentinels
92%
feeling like they're a
Lion,
little bit more,
8% Sen.
Organized and in the driver's seat here, still 5,000 gold down. But Lion, as much as we
God
talk about Sentinels
damn.
not being able to create good fights,
Well,
Lion
good to know
hasn't
I don't
really
need
been
the
able to
timer
create
anymore.
Good fights either, with their only attempt being at that last Drake.
Absolutely true. And had looked like everything was going according to plan, that they were going to win that fight. It did not happen. And now Hui
Oh
caught by
my
the Cataclysm.
God.
True Shot Barrage.
There's even
Alright,
a
come on.
chance that if they have this
I take on
bot
Lions'
and
performance
mid-wave
lately.
push deep enough,
Miramar, I think
that
Lions have
Sentinels
just been
doesn't
good.
even
They used
move
that
in
2 weeks
for this
off
Drake,
to
because previously
really
Lion had
take
been,
advantage of the time that they
prioritizing
had.
gold
Came
and
back
needing to
looking a
enter the
much more
Drake,
cohesive
but
unit.
with the current state
Squad
of
that
the
looks like
map,
they've been playing together for a bit longer and understand how they want to play the game within the confines of each draft.
And that's when Lion might go for a fight.
Can't be
You can
upset
see
with
Impact
that.
has
Alright, here we
moved
go.
early, already down towards mid lane, where Dokla, as usual, just continuing to push. Berserker just shifts forward as Hombok is trying to wrap around on Saint. Will they go for him right here, right now?
This is probably going to be a kill on
members
Saint.
Wrapping it on Saint.
Or
Saint
not.
is just going to shift back towards his tower, and the
Nice.
TPing Dokla. Inspired is
This
in the
is
area,
a
but
really
Lion are still
weird
very
position.
sectioned off. Can Hombok
No
find
flash
a
Hui.
fight?
Hui
Dokla's
is
gonna be
dead.
looking for Hui. Hui with
Yep.
that flash, as you said.
We
He's
knew
gonna
that
be
was
the first
coming.
casualty in this fight. Impact popping the dominance flash.
Ooh,
again. They're gonna
Inspired.
turn this one around. Can they burst down Inspired?
Inspired's
Cataclysm
dead.
comes out, but he's knocked down during the flag and drag. Dokla on the side.
Good
dueling
job
against
committing.
Rahel, but Rahel is winning that one. Hombok goes back
Saint's
in.
still
Puts
untouched
a
for the
pressing
most
guard,
part.
is pushed back
Gonna
by
be a
the Emperor's
problem.
Divide. Lion continuing the fight as Berserker's
Berserker's
just
fully
Mystic
healthy.
Shot after Mystic Shot connecting. Impact has to run. The shift is back up. Impact is low. He has got to get out of there.
But Lion has to keep fighting. They have no jungler, so if Sentinel was able to
I
start
don't
the
know how
dragon,
Sentinels
they'd be able
gets
to
out of
win the
this.
smite fight. It's just Impact is low.
But Darkwing is
and
healthy.
Berserker is poking. Looking at summoner spells, there's still flash on both.
Oh, he
Lion
missed the Mystic
carries.
Shot.
True Shot Barrage just barely misses Impact, but his recall was stopped. Darkwings has TP.
You got 19 seconds until Inspired's up. You have smite
Charging up the
advantage. Just
Narvar.
try and do
Has
what
to
you
fight.
can.
They
But
can't
it
let
is
them hit
Sentinels.
this.
They're just giving it. Their jungler is dead. They don't feel they can get back in. Can Berserker
Oh
have a miracle steal
my
here? It is not
God.
looking likely. That is soul
What?
for Sentinels. Lion controlling the game, it felt like, for 20+ minutes.
And they
but
still are. They're
back-to-back
still 5K
fights,
gold
Sentinels
ahead.
just makes it
And they're
happen
still
with the
losing
Dragons.
these fights.
That was such a chaotic, a nice overload there by Sentinels.
I
to
mean, this
not
was just a
create
great play
good
by
fight
Sentinels
lines
to
for
make
Lion to
the
start
call.
with, but
That
once it's
is,
when they get
oh
the-
boy,
Live
that's
with it.
yeah, that's
Hombok
not
getting knocked out
good.
with Emperor's Divide as is Hombok. Hombok pops the credit
And
card,
there's
but
the
does
wall of
absolutely
difference.
nothing. Rahel on the run, but you got
And
nowhere
bye-bye.
to go. It's a double for Berserker as he is going crazy. The knockup from Inspired comes through. The tether root is there.
Well, that's
Impact
game.
is
That
gonna
was fun
fall
while
as
it lasted.
well. Lion may just end the game. Flag, drag, knockup. The Zonias will only buy you some time, but it changes nothing at the end of the day. It's a quadra for Berserker, and Lyon may have just won.
Okay,
the
it's
game.
just
I
over.
think it's actually over. They find a pick in the jungle.
Are you
20
serious?
seconds on Hompok, 8 seconds on Hui, but all 5 are alive for Lyon, and that mid-wave could not get to the
This
Nexus
is
fast
going
enough
to
for
be
Lyon.
hilarious. There's
Isles
no way
trying
they
to
end
keep
it
them
like
away
this.
here at the Nexus, just zoning them back, but Lyon are knocking down these towers, and Lyon may have stumbled in the dragon fights,
Oh
but
my
in the
God.
end, it doesn't
Oh
even
my
matter.
God, that's
31
disgusting.
minutes in, the Nexus will fall. Lyon take game number 1.
I mean, Berserker ends 7-0-1.
That was the weird. I can genuinely say, I think that might have been the weirdest ending to a League of Legends game that I've. Maybe not that. Okay, not weird, because obviously there have been some pretty insane things, but like a non-hyphy ending that had to have been one of the weirdest. Now we can't see much. Okay, what we're seeing. The important thing here is that there clearly are snacks on the table, as you're seeing this person, whoever this is right here, is coming in from the side. That right there is a tote bag that is carrying snacks in some way, shape, or form. Okay? So clearly, there is food on that table. We just don't have a camera angle that's able to show it in any capacity. But the non-branded water bottle, I appreciate. There's no energy drinks in sight. We're kind of keeping an even cool, an even head throughout it. We're not maxing out on sugar. Nice. Wait, what brand was that laptop? I don't even know what brand of laptop that is. And then Lyon, we got a repeat of yesterday. Okay. Okay, we got watermelon. This looks like an assortment of like, this looks like like one of those mixed candy bags. And the only reason I say that is because when you look right there, that looks like one of those mini like Hershey's chocolate bars, like the tiny ones. So it looks like they got a little bit of a sugar boost down there. You got the blueberries, you got the watermelon. It's pepperoni. That's not pepperoni. There's no way that's pepperoni. That can't be. And then that looks like edamame a little bit. I know it's not, but it looks like edamame. Homo bacon. That does look like packaged pepperoni. Yeah, but the inside of it doesn't look to be. I don't think so. I don't think it is. Notably, oh wait, nope. Go back. Was that water? Yeah, it's just water. Unbranded water. Okay, so overall snack review. I don't think anybody particularly wins today. Overall, fine. Like I think fine. Nothing too standout, nothing too extreme. I don't think you're upset with it either way. I'm not sold on either of these drafts, but I really don't like Lions. But the thing is, if Lyon is just a better team, they're going to bitch smack them by 25 minutes, and Sentinel's comp is not going to matter. But for SEN this time, at least, you have the scaling. Like, you absolutely outscale the ever-living shit out of Lyon, and there's nothing you can do about it, or nothing they can do about it. So as long as you don't have any major oopsies, you're fine.
In the fights, and Inspired actually
there it
cancels
is.
base, so they're thinking there is a potential angle here. Counter-Strike going forward from Impact is going to be able to find Dhokes.
We got double ganks going up
just
top and bot.
Away,
oh
and
no!
Inspired as Sentinel's going to get the bad news here. Rahel on the run. The 4-shot comes through.
Oh my God!
He just gets deleted there. Did not.
Remember what I said about
anything.
not
a little surprised that he didn't burn flash. He actually
not
pressed the ghost
losing
like, right
out early.
His health bar went to 0, so still ended up burning the summoner. I think really just didn't expect that level of burst. Thought he'd just be able to walk it off. Multiple games now where no one's respected the pre-6 Malphite gank, and Inspired's been able to get a pre-6 Malphite kill.
Is anybody close to 6 top side?
Is getting very spicy. Impact going to be able to pop
the
counter-strike there, land
nice.
the stun, but Dhokes dashed back into the brush right as it landed, flashing
Oh,
forward.
yeah.
Impact flashes back. The wave is in such a bad spot, though. Impact knows he's in trouble. Dhokes is going to go for the kill. Jumps
And he got
forward,
it. Oh,
knocks
God.
him down.
Oh,
That's a
God.
solo bolo for Dhokes. He is picking up where he left
So top
off
died.
yesterday.
Wow, top.
And frozen, so I feel like Impact gonna want that
Thank
one
you for
back,
taking
but
care of that.
Hey, if you die, you die. And if Darkwing dies, well, you just die. There's not much you can do about that. The fate is sealed, goes wide, but Inspired, he's not gonna miss on the ulti. Darkwing's needed to flash it to have a chance.
Well,
Didn't
that's
see
a
the Malphite
1.5k gold
and
lead.
once you get tagged by the ulti, there is no getting out of that. So that is a pretty painful death for him. As
Don't even have to land the Yone ultimate. I mean, he ulted a little bit behind him too, so even if he
Berserker went Cull, so he's not rushing Yomos,
obviously.
obviously.
The next one, so if that's a precursor to how this game's going to go for Darkwings, it's not going to be a fun one.
No, I mean, if that's a precursor to how this game is going to go for Sentinels, it's not going to be a fun one. They're already down almost 2K gold here at 7 minutes. It is looking rough already, as there is gold advantages in every single
Okay, so maybe the
lane
whole
right now
idea of
across the
drafting
board.
scaling for
Lyon,
Sentinels if they can't make it through lane
creating
phase was
the
not
edge,
going to
and,
work.
You know, I said it in draft. Golden Glue said it in the interview. It's about who engages first, and when you are
Wait,
far
all these
ahead,
dog
it is
threats?
very easy
Really?
to take space and be the
Dude,
one
that fucking
starting
sucks.
off the fight here. So Sentinels, we'll see if they can try to find a way to kind of inch their way back in. But I mean, we're held down 20 CS right now. Sentinels are at least looking for this dragon, and it seems like it probably will go their way. Inspired is level 7, but has no ulti.
Yeah, Inspired has definitely not been the player to force early dragons in any type of possibly losing situations. Like, whether it's his time on EG, his time on FlyQuest, whenever I've seen him in NA, how do you specifically do that? I understand that it
Don't miss
worked.
CS and win the lane, chat.
And
It's simple.
I understand. Just prioritize like
Oh,
team fighting a little
man.
bit lesser, like Drake setups, and more about how we specifically want to team up in the early game. But speaking of strength of schedule,
CS check,
Sentinels has kinda
even
had the
top
opposite
side.
road of Lyon,
And
as we
obviously the
actually
kill
see
to
the game
Dhokla
coming
helps
in
a
from
lot.
top lane.
Oh,
Now,
Dhokla
he's
might be
gonna
dead.
Spotted. Will they be able to chase Dhokla down? He has the flash. Doesn't even need
Never
to use
mind.
it, and now he's gonna
Oh,
go back in.
no.
It's the
Oh,
combo
no.
on Impact, and he falls again in a hurry. It's a rock to the face as Lyon go up 4-0.
Sentinels isn't even getting
Yeah,
to flash. If
this.
Impact had flashed that original Ambessa ult, maybe he could have lived through that, but because it connects, Inspired Dhokla link up for another one. And just like we said, if Impact Hambach get ahead in this game, it could be one-sided. Well, same can be true for Dhokla Inspired. A clip
Berserker,
completed,
my man.
Inspired well on
The
his way
BF
to
sword
another strong Malphite.
going Stormrazor.
Really good.
Oh,
As
it
you
warms
said, you
my
just have
heart.
to flash the initial part.
It
If
warms
you
my
flash the
cold
public
little heart.
execution, I don't think Inspired ever gets in range, and I don't even think they try it, right? Because then Dhokla doesn't close the gap either, so Inspired wouldn't want to just go into the 1v2. And if he did, Hambach can maybe
Man,
cycle
this
him,
is
he can
nice
turn
to
it
see.
around.
Somebody finally
But
building
Sentinel solo laners
Jin
be
right.
unable
Oh,
to flash that.
just
Let's be honest, when you're
Thank
playing on
God.
0 ping at a pro level, that is just kind of a requirement. When you're playing against Malphite, you have to be able to flash the ulti, or you are going to be in a lot of trouble. It's just, this champion is so powerful, and it's basically one ability that is so powerful. So if you're able to flash it, you can generally win those fights.
okay.
Absolutely, and now it's a 800 gold lead for the Ambessa, 600
Oh,
gold
that's an
lead
arrow
for
coming
the
mid.
Malphite over the Wukong, who's yet to complete Trinity Force, but
Oh.
the headshot
Connects, can Darkwings knock it
Bye-bye.
down, unleashes the
Good arrow.
power onto
Good
Saint, gets
arrow.
the kill, thanks to
Okay,
the
Rahel.
long-range arrow there from Rahel.
Well played.
Really well done by Sentinels to get one back.
Boys, those don't land often, but when they do, they almost always lead to kills. Saint does not
Great
flash
play.
that arrow either. Definitely had like a nice path over the Fog of War, so he didn't have great visibility.
Leave it to North America to
Saint
be
was
saving our
amazing
flashes for
in
everything.
the Fog of War game where you had to flash Nidalee Spears to beat all the other LCS pros. Couldn't flash the big Nidalee Spear there in the Ash arrow.
The Dhokla.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh, Inspired is here again.
didn't
and
flash
Impact
again.
Is dead again. This is
Oh
this
no,
is
he
looking
didn't
like
flash
he's wishing
again.
He played Scion.
Yeah, Scion, if you're going to be down 0-3-0, Scion's
Impact,
a way better
brother.
pick.
I mean, Jax is going to be useless this game. This is going to be really tough, I think, to problem solve for
Yikes.
Sentinels when they are this far down. So they're going to send Darkwings top, but Darkwings is extremely vulnerable to this as well. And
Oh
in goes
my
Dhokla.
God.
He's going to look for him with the public execution, chasing after Darkwings, get the flash.
Oh
but it
my
doesn't
God,
even
it's
matter.
gross.
It's a solo kill between the two towers at 12 minutes, and now in goes Hambach. He's going to get one back here. Shirley
Okay, well, yeah,
gets
he
the
at least got it.
shutdown
Thank
there.
God.
That is nice, but on the other side, it's a
Oh
big fight
my
coming
God,
out,
and Rahel's
it's
dead.
Rahel getting knocked down. It's Lyon
Oh,
winning
this
out
is disgusting.
on both sides of the map once again. Very, very difficult to play around this
Oh.
Malphite when your flash is such a long cooldown. His ult is such a
Isles,
short
what are you doing there?
And they spent so many bans to try and protect this Syndra, mid lane bans, but Malphite's still open and he's vulnerable. And look at this. the
Bro,
cheap
he's so
build
far
from Inspired.
back.
He is so strong right now. With Zeke's and Protoplasm Harness at level 10.
Oh my God.
He won't. It takes so long to kill him, so he can ult
No,
pretty much anywhere he wants.
no,
So Lion's
Isles,
minion, they see him
no.
Darkwings.
Isles,
able to
no.
scatter. The encore comes through. He's charmed up on the other side. It is going to be Hambach
No.
on the run with the Cyclone trying to get out. They do get one kill. Now they go for the disengage. Now they're trying to
Hey,
find
well, you know what?
Inspired. He is very
No,
tanky, though, and he's
Jesus.
just going to ult
Yeah.
right back in onto the head of Hambach, and he is knocked down. Darkwings, though, wants to try to find more.
That was
Won't really be able to get it. At the
that
end of the
was
day,
the
it is
choice by
one-for-one
Lyon or
trade,
by
for
Isles.
Hambach.
Yeah,
I mean,
Isles is a minion, not Lyon is a minion, but
stepping back and forth here, but not going to really be able to find a play. Rahel does not have an arrow, of course, as he used it down on that bottom side, and Inspired nearly has his own ultimate.
He is going rapid fire second, I
The
think.
Sentinels members who are trying to get in for this scuttle. They won't be able to get there. Inspired finishes that off, but Hambach skirmishing back and forth with them.
I mean, Dhokes 2 levels ahead of any solo laner on the side of Sentinels. Sentinels is just, again, playing this 1-3-1 and really just trying to waste as much time from Sentinels.
I mean,
when they are
4.5k go up. We're right at the same point that we were last game.
This 1-3-1 and
I don't expect Lyon to give up any dragons on this one.
Look, a flash Syndra with no turret.
No shot.
Bye-bye.
Unstoppable force, and he gets cut in
Yeah,
half by
that's
Dhokla.
just...
It's just that easy. Saint arrives, say high five, guys. Nice hustle up here. Little bit of
God
encouragement.
damn.
I was
Okay.
here too.
Honestly, he shouldn't have done that because now Jax gets a little bit of gold. If they would have just kept the 1-3-1 elsewhere, there's no way for them to come back. So now it's actually Dhokla who's going to have to trade waves. We're going to have to switch the sides of the map.
That's fine. They still win this fight as is. Oh, and the two-man route.
Them as they're trying to walk in. Dhokla hunting for impact, but he's going to be in a pretty sneaky spot. Sentinels at least do push them back.
Impact TP'd out.
TP's in. So now they're going to try to
so
make
now,
a play happen here.
wait, you're just giving free gold over to Ambessa, who's able to take the tower and the wave?
Which is something at the very least for Sentinels, but still, they're down 5k here once again.
I don't know about that,
they don't
fam.
even have the dragon advantage. Get a fog, and he's going super fast. So that is nice to see from Inspired. Always looking for these little optimizations.
Get his ass, Saint.
As Saint
Kill
and
him.
Isles are up here, and Darkwings.
Kill him.
You got no tower, buddy.
Oh,
Not
okay.
gonna find him. We'll see if he can actually get.
Oh, Isles. Oh, Isles. Ew. Ew.
They're just gonna hang their heads in
No.
shame and back off. Dhokla fighting on the bot side against Impact here. He wants to get another solo kill.
Luckily,
Impact on the
Dhokla's got it
comes
covered.
through As Inspired has to use the unstoppable force to safety. Dhokla gets
Okay,
the
at
solo.
least somebody's
Lion
doing something.
retreat on the top
We're fine.
side. Bit of a funny fight, but at the end of the day,
God.
it's Big Dhokes coming out on top once again in the bot lane.
What a crazy sequence there. It doesn't matter when you have a 6,000
That,
you miss all their ultimates, but Big Dhokes
That was a
still got
minute
your
of
back.
League of
Gets a
Legends
solo
right
kill
there.
in the bottom lane as Sentinels try to get a little bit mid lane with a mild numbers of damage.
Oh, and good dodge.
Inspired doesn't
Nice.
have ult, but wants to have them in this
I
slow
get the
checkmate
anti-heal.
state
He's
where
like the only
they'll
person
push
that it
deep
really
when
makes sense
Sentinels
to
shows
have it
the
on,
other
but
side.
still.
If you're on their side, they'll freeze, and as long as they don't get
Dhokla!
as level 16 Dhokla,
Dhokla,
he can have a lot of
no!
experience to Huhi if he dies here.
He also might kill someone. We'll see if he's even going to die. It is a 3v1,
Dhokla!
but it is a scary one. The flash out from Huhi, but he is just getting chopped in half. In comes
No,
the Dhokla,
Dhokla,
He is
no!
knocked down. It's a big shutdown.
You're fine.
Huhi
Hey, it
limps
happens.
away with about 5%.
Aside from the Drake stacking being in line,
Trust me, that feels like home to a certain extent.
Feels a lot like that last game where Sentinels is just on the outside, but one fight could put them in a good position just because of how cohesive their team fighting can actually be.
Twitch
They
it.
can't
No,
play side lanes. They
YouTube's
can't
better,
keep up in these
in
side
my
lanes.
opinion.
But as
People
the
just
game
don't know.
shrinks, as the
People are
timer
sleeping
goes
on
higher and
YouTube.
higher,
I will
the objectives
always
become more
believe that
important.
YouTube is a
Maybe
better,
they'll have a chance to find it.
better live
Level
viewing experience,
16
VOD
now,
experience,
so
everything.
very
It's just
powerful
always been my
unstoppable
platform.
force on a
I mean, it
very
has.
short
Oh
course. He's
my
gonna go
God!
immediately. Up comes the curtain call. All three members get tagged. They are slowed up. Darkwings is going nowhere except back to the base. He is knocked down. That Cinder is gone, and they are heading to the Baron.
That Malphite is an
That's
absolute
game.
unit.
That's
he
game.
just ults in, and the only
It's over.
follow-up in range is a Jhin ult. And by the way, that's completely enough. Now 4v5. They need to zone out Hambach to secure this Baron.
Hambach's looking pretty zoned out, but they are going to teleport in Impact. Saint going over the wall. We'll see if he can find
good
something.
arrow.
The arrow's going to connect on the side.
I don't think it's
But
gonna
look
matter.
at Dhokla. Seraphine
Yeah.
is gone in a hurry. Impact is
Wait, Dhokla's
not gonna
legit
be able to do
1v
anything
1v4
here at
-ing.
all. Dhokla just fighting past Impact, looking for Hambach, trying to
No, he
knock
went
it
too
down.
far.
Rahel, though, going to be able to knock down Dhokla's Inspired, claims the Baron. Saint
But
gonna
it
be able to
doesn't
push
matter.
forward and get one more. Lion crushing this
That's fine. A
game.
little too
13-5.
far for
They've
Dhokla,
got
but
the
ultimately,
Baron,
like,
6.5k gold lead, and Soul
it's
is
fine.
in a minute 40.
Who gives a
Nice
shit?
killer
This game
instinct
is
there
so
by
over.
Lion. Everyone.
Nearly a 70% win rate in NA, 5 titles, 3 MVPs, 3 first-team All-Pros.
I
He's
see
made it
we're
to
starting
6
the Inspired
internationals, so has been
hype up early.
completely dominant since making it into the league, and it felt like Blabber is trying to reclaim that throne from him this split. It was feeling like almost a sure thing for C9, but as Lion is getting better and better and better in the lower bracket, it is feeling less and less like a sure thing tomorrow if Lyon makes it there against C9.
I love. Oh, wait.
Inspired has
Hang on.
ultimate again. He's looking for the angle.
Yeah, we'll see if they can actually find it. Hanbok
Okay.
struggling to get in. The curtain call is going to get ripped open here. Impact on the side. He needs to
Okay,
run.
the
He's
Gen
gonna be
ult's
able to drop
missed.
back to
Honestly,
his
this is
ward.
not
Stay
bad.
safe
They'll
for
be able
now.
to heal
Hanbok
up.
down to about half HP. Darkwings knows he needs to get into the team, but Isles finds him. Flash forward. There is the deadly
Ooh,
flourish as
good
well.
stopwatch.
He goes into stasis, but Dhokes is stacked on top of him.
But
and
it
he
didn't
is gonna
matter.
get knocked down. It's a killing spree there.
Ash
for
tickling Malphite
Berserker.
right now.
Rahel was peppering Inspired, but couldn't do any damage to him whatsoever. And it feels like the fight is already over. The soul is already given.
Looked like Rahel had a little pea shooter. He was trying to break either
That was so
Inspired's
funny.
rock solid
Oh my
shield
God.
or the Kanik shield, and he did neither.
Hey,
So
I've been there.
I think that
Those
lowers
games
their
where
chances of
somebody's just
seeing
so
that
far
fight as well
ahead
as
and
the
you
soul going
can't
over.
do any
It is
damage.
looking very easy
That's
for the
tough.
bruisers and tanks of Lyon
That's tough.
to
What
go
you gotta do?
anywhere that
Nothing's the
they
answer.
please.
Can't
Hanbok
do
might look
shit.
for an angle on Berserker here. They need to make some type of desperation play. Maybe a bit of a tempo trap here. You'd expect him to be back in base.
Ult
but
is
there's
back
just
up
no
for
angle.
Inspired, by the
Berserker's
way.
playing to the side very well.
And Inspired held his ult through that whole fight, so he still has it, right? And yeah, you can go for an engage here, but if you flash in, you're just getting ulted by Inspired. And he is just walking forward confidently, level 17
man.
on the Malphite. Unstoppable Force ready to go. Hanbok still waiting in that brush. Gonna see if he can find a long
All the ults are up
distance
for
flank
Sentinels.
here.
You got
Impact
one
back
final
base,
chance
has
to
the
throw
Seeker,
at it.
So maybe they're gonna go for one more desperation play. But I think
Chuck the
Inspired
arrow.
has sussed out where he is. He's looking for him with the sweeper. But
There's
Sun
the
comes in.
arrow.
The arrow connects
And the
as well.
charm.
Great CC chain, but it's only onto Isles.
Okay,
They
that's
do
not-
knock
that's a
down Isles,
decent
but will
start,
that
though.
even matter? The Seeker's gonna get used there by Impact, trying
It's a
to buy
decent
some time.
start.
Doku looking to get on the run. Sentinels
Careful
know
the Malphite
they
ult.
need more from this. But Inspired is not letting Hanbok in. He's just pushing him out the side. He can't get past the rock.
Yeah,
it's
Inspired
not
does a
gonna
good
matter.
job marking enemy jungler, but they do land enough CC onto Isles that Sentinels can at least push back.
Hey, you
that
got one.
Baron. So the Baron power
You got
play
one.
will
And the Ash arrow
be done
cooldown and the
for
Seraphine
as
ult
they go back
cooldown
to
are
base with their soul
not
lane
all that
still
long,
very
so it's
helpful.
fine.
You know, so just keep winning, no problem.
Hey
Nice.
man, BNK Fearex, they're inexperienced too.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
never know what's going to happen.
If BNK Fearex
Gen G, they're
beats
gonna win every
Gen
round.
G tomorrow, maybe that inspires some other people. But I
okay. Everyone else maybe you have a chance, but Sentinels trying to hold on to this game.
There's
Of course,
just no way.
In desperation hours for quite a while now. It is 34 minutes in. It feels like Lyon don't want to take any risks. They're just going to take the guaranteed plays. Now they are starting up the
Here we
Baron
go.
here. Hanbok will be able to
Final
immediately
fight of
start.
the
The question
game.
is, can he do anything about it?
Hanbok
Take
already
pretty
down a
big chunk
quarter
of damage
health.
there from Berserker, and Saint goes over the wall now looking for him, but he's going to try
Okay.
to find an engage of his own. The
Counter-Strike down from Impact really
to
early.
teleport. The question
Cooldown
is,
on that
Sentinels
has
get in, but
to
no one's actually walking forward. You're just
reset
kind
a
of poking
bit.
over the wall here. And slowly but surely, the Baron is getting lower and lower. Inspired can tank this thing forever.
Yeah, they're looking for a flank with Isles around the back.
Oh,
Maybe
Hanbok
Seal
went
coming out
into
the
the
side
ult.
as well. Isles goes over the wall, does find a nice engage here. The curtain call coming out.
Oh,
Trying to
Hanbok
take
went a
down
little
Dark
early.
Hell is blocking it. And
Yep.
Isles looks like he's going to fall. The Baron is secured there. And now Impact is going to fall as well. The Counter-Strike
Yeah.
not going to get much done. Lyon, get the Baron, get
Inspired,
the
by the
fight,
way, is missing
and
about
surely now on their way to get the
4%
game.
health.
Actually pretty close for
Give or
Hanbok,
take.
trying to get that steal. It ended up being Saint who gets it, probably with a Q. Again, though, Inspired
And still
holds
has
his
ult.
that entire time. Never needs to burn it. Still pretty long death timers and a lot of waves that Lyon can push all at once.
Inspired just walking past the tower, zoning them off. Dokla is
Intimidating
pushing
with his
top.
presence.
Saint is pushing bot. Berserker is pushing mid. They are going for all three waves here. Even if they don't destroy the Nexus, they are looking to deal game-ending
Oh, he
damage,
finally
and they're
ulted.
looking for Darkwings here. He is rooted up. He
Can he
even
die?
move. The slows
No, he
are
can't.
oppressive,
He got down-
and
hey, he got
knocks
down to
him
half
down.
health.
He goes on a killing
Honestly,
spree as well,
kind of
as the
impressive.
inhibitor in bot falls. The inhibitor in mid about to join it. And the one top is not long for this world.
Dude, 3 inhibitors is probably going to be the play.
Yeah, I
They'll
don't-
probably
I don't
stick
see
around. It is going to be a 4v5, but it depends how safe they want to be. Elder
Ash
is
arrow
up in
is
30
up.
seconds. Got to play low-risk League of Legends, Azael.
Yeah, they're looking for the
They
game.
gotta chuck out the arrow or
They
no?
want the 99%. They want 100. And they are going to be going back to base, spend up all that gold that they just got here, and look to seal the deal at Elder. Sentinels, it's going to be hard to even leave the base to
Isles.
get out and try to contest this, but you really have to take a swing. You've got to take a risk here. Maybe if you take Elder, you have some tiny snowball
You
chance.
could-
They
You
can't
got
leave
no
the base.
chance.
There's teleport up for Doku. Level 20 Ambessa will kill their Nexus if they leave.
And Bessa 1v5,
Or
do
they'll
it.
just kill all the
Oh,
players right
To
here.
find him.
Oh,
There
there's
goes
the Inspired ult.
Unstoppable force.
Oh,
The curtain
good.
call coming out once again.
Good
Sentinels
Seraphine
on
ult.
the run here. will survive for now. But again, it's the base of the problem. You called it out. Double supers in every lane. Darkwing's trying to clear this out, but Sane is going to be going.
Oh, no.
The fate is sealed as Sentinels are no more. Sane
Yeah.
flashing in on Impact. Going to be able to knock him down. Surely Rahel trying to get something done to the side. Takes a massive shot to the face from Berserker. Impact is down.
And the root
is
from
there.
Jin.
Darkwings is back, but not for long. Berserker survives.
Bye-bye.
And Rahel does not. Lyon marching on the next.
Yeah, give Dhokes player of the game there.
5 for
That's
0,
over.
2-0 for Lyon. Another gem by
That's,
Inspired and the squad. Lyon.
An absolute stop. I don't know what you do if you're Sentinels. There's nothing you really can do. You went with the scaling comp that game. You got absolutely slapped in the face in the early game. Like, you're down 2k gold by 10 minutes each game now at this point. Like, it doesn't matter what you pick. You're just gonna, like, you're losing. So, like, this is a game 3. Like, pick me whatever and let me lose in peace. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold up. Sentinel's trying to cook a little bit. Hang on.
Stunning them against the wall, throwing down that ult. There's a lot of CC and a lot of zone control here from.
What else are you gonna throw at him?
Is looking pretty promising if they can hold up in the early.
Oh, Yorick top. Hold up. Yep, and there's gonna be the Gwen locked in top. And just like that, Sentinel's draft got completely cocked. Yeah, well, that was fun for about 2 seconds, and now all of a sudden, this is a draft gap from Lyon, and good luck to them. Have fun. Oh, TP down.
Until the TP comes back.
There we go.
But Dhokes has no ult. This could be a tough one, so I think Inspired's probably just looking for a little bit of poke.
Yep, probably another EQ. With the ward still there, so Impact will see him as soon as Inspired enters the river.
Oh, he has 6 now. This could be problematic. The needlework coming out. Flash forward immediately there from Dhokes. Impact getting chased down.
This is,
is he going to flash? Holding on to it for now.
Oh,
Flash
great.
too late.
Did we see that EQ predict?
The needlework there. Impact. With the mechanical
they both
misplay,
predicted the flash. Inspired and Dhokes both threw their needle and shock blast to where they thought he was going to flash to.
And then this walking right back, and Dhokes is going to try to play dumb and say, "Oh, I don't know you're here, buddy." And then surprise, Jace is around, and now you are in trouble. Shock blast connects. Good cage from Impact. Impact, though, if you just faced earlier, the wave wouldn't be that bad. Now it's like he's kind of jailed here, so Huhi is coming up to try to support because they know they need to get him this wave. Dhokes
can you do anything?
So as long as Huhi can block the shot blast and prevent Inspired from getting in,
oh, Dhokes might die here. He doesn't have flash.
Staying around here, he's going to have the skip
Never
and slash.
mind.
Nice buffer on the combo.
Fine, and he clears the wave. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that the Maiden is still
wow,
alive is keeping Impact strong in this. If he would have died to that original game,
Hambach?
Right in the bot lane.
Yeah, Hambach going to get ultied up.
Ooh, good too, man.
Down on multiple members, though, but now he has to flash across the wall as Rahel was not in position to help him. Isles going in. He's trying to finish him off, but Isles, you got no damage, buddy. He's got to flash right back out as now Isles is going to fall. Isles went on a magical journey right back to the base.
I mean, here's the problem.
Through that portal.
Despite that, it's still a 1k gold lead for Lyon.
No joke. You can be farming plates very, very quickly as Dhokes now going to be popping the Hallowed Mist, and Inspired is up here once again. The needlework is back. The Shock Blast connect. Impact's on the roam. Flashes early, but this time it doesn't even matter. Double flash in. Inspired and Dhokes, this duo, man.
Leverage this Gwen.
Just the last name's Polish. I'm not like actually Polish in any way, shape, or form.
Because those 2 Drakes are quite early and quite potent.
They are. I'm not going to be too happy about the Chemtech Soul being the reward for your early Drakes, unfortunately for them, but still is going to be an advantage nonetheless. And, you know, how Impact will be able to compete in this game is a big question, but a big CC chain coming in on the Isles. He tries to flash back, gets stunned again.
And he stuns him.
Against the wall.
Oh, he gets out.
Is going to be able to get him to safety, I think here. Great
sidestep.
Rahel comes in and knocks him down with the Ghost.
Sentinels had so much control set up bot, he was trying to retake, and that's the danger that you run.
He missed the needlework.
Connects there, but
no, but it doesn't matter.
Berserker is on the hunt, and Impact
that's
has
so
nowhere
funny.
to go. Ganked by the
that is
Sivir.
so
That's
funny.
One you don't see
oh
every
my
day.
god.
Oh, that's amazing. Love that play for
I
Berserker.
never want to hear it from any of my low-budget LCS teammates when I go on a flank as or like a gank as Sivir. And they say, "Oh, that was a bad play. Why were you ganking?"
Gold, so presumably he's close to Triforce. Hopefully he has his Triforce here.
That's why.
Not that close.
This is brutal because
if he can do it, I can do it.
Here it is. if they can try to move to Soul Point, that would give them a pretty nice way in, as there's a Shock Blast landing onto Huhi. And Huhi is just pushing forward, trying to clear out vision, trying to set them up for success in this Dragon.
Yeah, and there's a lot of squishy players online, so if Huhi's able to get a good engage, they can
Oh,
go for
okay,
it.
here we
Gwen
go.
is actually base TP'd and has the flank.
And he has
That's
the
a flash
natural.
out.
Darkwings just had to flash away from the Tempered Fate, and he's
Oh,
gonna get the bad
good
news.
stun.
Can they CC chain him, though? He has the TP shield.
That's
so
fine,
they don't
free
wanna
dragon.
use the Skarner Impale on him. They just have to run away. You don't want to fight into
Just
the
run.
teleport shield, and they have impact pushing. So the call here is kind of the reverse of what they've been doing those previous games. They're just going to try to trade for towers, but now Hui flashes in, but there's no damage there to follow it up. No one was in position.
Oh.
Hanbok goes forward.
Hanbok got a
There's
great
the
ult.
Impact into the double impale. Rahel trying to get the damage down, but the hollow mist is there, and now Hanbok is using the Herald to try to get out of dodge. They're buying time for impact, but at the end of the day, they spent a lot of summoners there. They don't get any kills. They do lose the dragon. At the very least, they got some gold for impact.
Sure.
Impact is getting an entire turret for himself. That is pretty important for the overall game state. And it's Lyon, I think,
my
not
choice
wanting
of
to
team?
give up
No,
Soul
I
the
wouldn't
way
be.
they did in game 1. So rather
Unless I'm
than
misunderstanding
really
the
extend
question.
the gold lead, they do trade tempo. Can they get him? No, he's got flash.
Impact.
Probably overstayed.
All that gold,
and
and bye-bye.
You sacrifice the dragon to give him all this gold, and then he overstays so long that they base, they come back, they kill you on the
Saint's really impressive. He did not have that awareness at the start of the split.
Okay.
No, he was dying in a lot of silly situations, as Dokla has been pushing.
Is there anything the Sentinels can do?
They're gonna
Okay,
TP
they're going to
try
TP.
look for Dokla here. A lot of members from Sentinels are already coming up, but Impact may have gone a little bit too early. Let's find out. The Needle coming out.
They
He's
got
trying
him
to
rooted.
finish him off, but he can't
Ni
do
hao.
it. Rahel over the wall, nails the chains of corruption.
Great screen Dokla here.
Saves his double large rod, and that shock blast hurts. I mean, look at the gold difference on that top side. 1K there for Inspired. Rahel will be able to lifesteal up somewhat off of this dragon. He's trying to do that now, but they want to push back in before he can heal back up. Huhi and Darkwing's trying to control space on the
that
side,
poke
but
from
another
the
shock
Jace
blast
is
does
tough.
land there on
They
Darkwings.
got the dragon,
But they
though.
got the dragon, and now you don't need to force. You can just back it out with some of this
Okay,
damage already being thrown down on Darkwings and Rahel. The
Why
carries
is
are split
Impact
now
grouping?
from that front line. I think Sentinels do kind of need to just back up and answer this wave. They are going to lose the Maiden, unfortunately, though, for Impact.
Yeah, but this is super winnable for Sentinels. With the way that they could just control that space, get themselves to Soul Point.
Okay.
Very impressive
If
stuff.
you're Sentinels, Dokla, not
this
Dokla.
game for still
Impact
have to deal
needs
with a
to
very
be
fed
pushing.
when Gwen is able to enter team fights.
You're
but
0-4.
the
You're
Skarner,
pretty
the
much
Yorick,
irrelevant
the
in team
Anivia
fights. Like,
wall,
just
the Vera
go in a
CC,
side
the
wave
Alistair,
and
there's
push.
a lot of things to help here.
Make them
They
answer
really
you,
are. It's
peel
gonna be
back
very,
if you
very
need to, and
difficult
allow your
to
other
get
4
past
who
that
have an
Anivia.
insane
But
4v4
if you ever get a
advantage, in my
moment
opinion.
where you can get past the
Allow
Anivia,
them to
there's
take the
so
win.
much damage, and Isles now
Oh, look at this.
is out of the right spot, man. He's going to be able to flash over the wall. Looks like he can just walk out for now. Does throw down the Temper Fate, but the Chains of Corruption does
Good
connect
Chains
as
of
well
Corruption.
onto Isles, and Isles will be going down, and it's
Darkwing
Darkwings that
takes the
claims
kill.
it.
That's fine.
Tries to use some fancy footwork to get out. At the end of the day, does
Alright,
lose the
look.
flash and does die.
The
for
gold's
it.
not changing much
He's the
yet,
target that they've been picking on.
but
He's trying to control vision.
Sentinels is slowly
Oftentimes
bringing
on the weak
themselves
side of
back
the
in
map,
it.
And send to disengage the Gwen.
Okay.
They teleport up towards that top side.
Impact
Isles
has
is gonna have to
TP.
magical
He
journey
can stay
back
bot
to
side.
safety as a
Although they're
result.
putting
They're
2
gonna
on
be
him.
warming
This
in
is
on
what I
Impact.
meant about
Impact
not
in
getting
control,
caught, though.
Takes the shock blast. Saint gonna try to run him down, but Impact just cages
Pretty
him
good,
up
though.
and is backing off. Keep running, and he should be
He's
okay.
out.
But the Ghost is closing the gap. Sentinels are gonna try to start Baron on the other side. Now the Rune Prison comes
He's
back
out,
up
though.
with the Moss Shield.
That's
will
fine.
Keep him safe. Dokla
2 down.
has used the Hallowed Mist. Now gonna get walled off there. Has to use a Skip and Slash, but he's hit down to half HP. The Tempered Fate will buy some time.
Okay,
But
that's fine,
Inspired
though.
is still pretty far away. He is running
Oh,
for it, though.
no.
Impact's gonna teleport
It's not low
into
enough
Joy.
health.
He
This
has
is gonna
the
be a
ultimate
problem.
back up. It is getting low. It looks like they're going to commit to it. Inspired is pretty low. They're going to try to finish. They
Okay,
do secure the bear,
but can they win this fight?
The Unbreakable Will has been popped by Huhi.
Saint's coming in behind. Nobody's marking him.
The Hallowed Mist comes back up, and Sage is on a flank. Surprise from the bush there. Darkwings gets put
Okay,
low.
that's 1 kill,
Berserker's
though.
Trying to hit, but he is knocked down. He's slowed up. Impact.
Okay,
and
Berserker's
Hanbok
dead.
running him down.
Likely-
The Sivir
maybe not.
is flashing for safety here, trying to survive. Inspired
Wow,
wants to stay
they
around
somehow
because
walked
they
out of
are
that
so low on health.
5v3.
But all of Sentinel survives, and they get
5v3.
away with the Baron. It's an absolute heist.
And
No
it's
shit.
the team fighting organization that Sentinels have. Even if
Okay,
they're getting
hold
run
up
around
now.
the map in the early game, they are coming together in the team fights. And this one starts
Again,
with Lyon.
well,
I feel
like,
not really
exactly
having great
what we
plays to
said.
make around Varus
Impact
Anivia.
needs
They
to be able
start
to
by
push
trying
out
to
these
York, that
lanes,
extends
pull
the
pressure
meta to
apart,
win
and then
this
the
fight.
other 4 can
And then
take the
look at this,
fights.
like, they just all
This
kinda
is
stick
doable.
Together. They're waiting for Dhokes. This is back.
The Golden Glue cams are always
This
great, man.
is going
I'm telling
to
you,
be
just ignore the
dangerous.
meta, pick who he engage champ. Darkwing's gonna get
Uh-oh.
Tempered Fate.
Isles,
The
you're
damage
dead.
onto Isles is massive. Isles
Yep.
will fall
There it
to
is, but
Darkwing.
Dhokes in the
Dhokes
back line.
though. Rahel could be in
Dhokes
some trouble. The
CC'd.
CC thrown down onto Dhokes.
Ah,
He's
this is
gonna
not
run.
looking good
Hombok
for
is
Sen.
seeing them up on the other side.
Not
Saint
looking good for
incredibly low,
Sen.
And Saint has fallen,
But-
Dhokla is going
Ooh.
crazy. It's Dhokla versus Impact. It's Hombok really
The Maiden's
low.
doing a
And
lot
it's
here.
gonna be Darkwing's egged up and
Wow,
Dhokla
they got it.
falling. Impact gets his revenge. Lion lose the fight, and Sentinels
Son
are
of a
running away
bitch.
with it.
I mean, they still have 4 people alive.
So you can put down if you get that
Yep,
angle. Is
exactly
very,
what he's
very
doing.
big.
He's pushing
Inspired
up.
has completed
All
his
5 are
fourth
grouping
item
around
as well
Baron.
here.
Dhokla can just
And
keep
so
pushing
his
bot side.
Shock blasts are going to hurt, and it's going to be Sentinels just ripping the Baron right on spawn.
I don't even think Lion's going to contest this. I think they're...
No, they are
Okay, they're
contesting
teleporting
it.
in.
Gwen is
They're
TPing
gonna try
in.
to look for it here. Can they get past Darkwing? Saint already taking some damage to start the fight off. He just throws down the wall early. They're trying to rush this, but the Tempered Fate will buy a little
Good
bit of
Tempered
time.
Fate.
Goes pop there by Saint. Inspired can't find an angle. He is very far away from this. They're gonna
Oh,
look to
that's a
Darkwing.
kill.
Darkwing's in trouble. He has to go into the stasis.
Nearly.
He has his passive back. Dhokla trying to finish off
Ooh,
Rahel. Dhokla's getting into the
Darkwings.
back line.
Darkwing's an egg.
incredibly low, and he's put into the egg.
Sivir's
Berserker
opening
is
up.
DPSing, and look at Inspired. He's
Sivir's
behind
opening
Rahel.
up.
He knocks him back. Isles is going forward, but he is falling.
Ooh,
Dhokla is
no,
cutting
it's not
through the
enough.
team. Impact flashes out.
Not
He's
enough.
Still alive. Hombok,
Oh
Ruby,
my
and
God,
Impact
it's that game.
make it happen.
Do they have a wave?
It's
They have a wave top
quadra
side.
for the Skarner. Captain Flowers is popping off at home, and Sentinels may have finally secured a game.
Out of
Oh
nowhere, the
my
Skarner
God, we somehow
quadra
got the
kill.
game 4.
Unbelievable.
Son of a
there by
bitch.
Sentinels, and you can see how hard the fights are for Lion.
I'm in.
Even when
And we
they
just hit a
chunk
new
out the
peak on
Anivia
YouTube.
and egg him
But just
early,
in
and
general for
Berserker
the stream.
flashes through to kill
We're at
Rahel.
504,
It's still
what,
not
543.
enough. Big death
I've
timers
never
there
hit that
for
high
Inspired,
before.
and
Jesus
Saint still, and it
Christ.
looks
Thank you
like
all for being a
Sentinels
part of
is
this.
setting us
We got
to
one
get
more
more.
game.
Yeah, the Yorick is going to crush through these towers.
Shout out to
Isles is back, but
99% of
10
Twitch
seconds
chat
into
that just
anyone
lost
else
all
is
their
respawning.
points that
They're
they
just
gambled
gonna
on this.
ignore him. Focusing down this towers. Sentinels will not
Alright,
get
Sentinels.
swept. They battle back here.
You
with
can
such
pick
an
scaling, and it
impressive
can
game
win.
In game number 3.
Here we go.
Brazil
Soulbound just
breathed some
became
life
the
into the
richest
series.
person
This was
in this
great.
entire
He came
thing.
right back up and started
Managed
smacking
prediction,
them around,
1%.
but really, this was a
320
game
versus
won with
29,000
team fight.
points.
Darkwing's control mage.
I will be really honest with you. I like Sen's draft here. I do. Now, if Silas gets ahead and
Still like Sentinels team
you know
fight
Sentinels
later
has
in
to
this game.
go,
Even
has
if
to
you go
fight
super tanky,
into Lion, yeah, it's gonna be tough.
if Rahel
And
gets
if you
that
give
on
Yanara
side,
space to
that's
open
just
up,
a
fine.
max health shredding
But I
merchant.
like
He's
the
gonna
fact
be
that
able
you
to
have a
go through
Trundle
any
Scion and a
super
Rel
tank
in
pretty
front.
easily.
You have the
But
Victor
very
that's going to be able to
angle for
zone
Berserker
decently
with
well.
Lulu is what I think Lion is banking.
The question is just, can Rahel do damage? I hope he's running cut down.
Scion.
Yeah, I think that really is their point of pressure right now, is that bot lane 2v2. They
Alright,
almost
sorry,
have their
I was
second
just
plate
catching
down,
up on
so
some
next wave they
bullshit
could very
going
likely
down.
Get that second plate.
Alright,
Berserker
I
gonna
need
be
to just
scaling really,
completely
really
turn
well.
that
This is
off
what
for a
you're
bit.
giving
I got
up
a
when
little
you're
too
gonna
quiet,
be giving
zoned
over
out.
some of these
Fine.
champion
Okay.
champions, and you're going to try to play into it. So you're kind of sacrificing
Focus up.
that 2v2 more
Focus
heavily.
up,
And of
pay
course, guys,
attention.
they're not the
Lion's got a
strongest early
400
game
gold
either, so
lead
that
at
is
5
definitely a weakness
minutes.
there.
I mean,
Okay.
Inspired burned early Smite because he has the next one coming up in 15 seconds, but Hombok would actually be here to think about a steal. Inspired Smite's still not up yet.
Rahel is pretty far,
This
so it could be a hard fight to take, and
is
Hombok taking a ton of
pretty-
damage as
wait,
now Saint
Hombok's
is coming
gonna-
in. Did he
oh,
go
he
first? Then he goes
smited
for a smite.
early.
He does not win the smite fight, and now he's
Oh,
gonna get
that's
knocked
not
down.
good.
That's first blood.
This is the
Rui
one thing
looking
you
like
couldn't
he
have
might fall as
happen.
Well, Saint flash forward, got hit by the end of the crash down, so Saint flashed into that CC, unfortunately for him. Can't get the
bro.
second kill, but I just feel like
Was
Hombok
he gonna
went too
die? Did he,
far.
like, have
you
to
don't
smite?
Have your Kaisa there, and he just X-Tech is gone, and Ocean is going to be gone, so we'll see what it is going to be. I will say Chemtech is a lot better this game, though, for Lion, and it is going to be Chemtech. So generally, you're pretty unhappy about that, but when you have Lulu, when you have Mundo, when you have the healing from Aatrox and from Silas and everything, it is more powerful than normal.
Yeah, not bad, absolutely. So, bit of an early swap by Sentinels as well before the lane
Oh, it's a basic
quest
step.
had completed.
Double Arcane Storm coming out there as they trade the alties, as Saint goes in with the hijack, steals that away, but
We'll see
Darkwing's
after this
able
game.
to answer
If
these
Sentinels
trades
wins,
pretty
maybe.
effectively. Who he
Oh.
flash forward with the Shattering Strike.
Good.
In comes the damage from Hombok. The Ignite grabs
There you
the
go.
kill.
Kinda sucks that who he got that
these
kill.
kind of angles
Really
that make
kinda
you
sucks
want
that
him
who
on
he
the
got that
engaged
kill.
champs.
And
big game where I think they can be pretty effective.
So I put the ring on it, said forever, and then ambushed her with it. So
game team fights look like, because this doesn't look like a game
I'm just saying, I think I did it the best way you possibly can.
More attention being sent towards Dhokes. He does have flash, and he's got a lot of backup behind him.
Yeah, they're all coming in here. I think
okay, wait.
Got to get out of there.
Dhokes is probably going to be, yeah, that. Oh, he's still living, though. Knock up. Still lives. Pulled back. Ah, not great.
Sentinels bit off more than they can chew,
Not
and they
great.
pay for it.
But they might be able to get something on the back end.
In,
Oh, God. Oh, Darkwings.
Blastcone
Oh,
way
no.
too far. Immediately has to flash out to safety. The Arcane Storm was thrown down. I wonder if he realized
it's
that
fine.
was an amped up Blastcone, not a baby Blastcone there, because he just got blasted in the middle of his team.
Yeah, that
He gets
looked,
out? Sure,
that
fine,
looked
whatever.
insane.
Cool.
Darkwing,
Right now. He's averaging 10 CS per minute. He already has Fiend Hunter and Kraken Slayer. He's going to deal damage.
This third Drake. Sentinels might not want to give up Soul Point, but they might have to, because this is the type of fight that can blow the game wide open.
Yeah, you cannot give this up if you're
down. Saint has just gone back to base, has a teleport.
And you're even in gold. You have to take
Berserker
this
pushing
fight.
Mid, so Sentinels do have inside track here, but now in comes
Just
Lyon.
burn
The
it.
question is, can they get
Burn
in?
it, fight out their bot side.
He's
There you go.
They do secure
That's fine.
the dragon.
Impact's able to get out.
Impact needs to run.
Just walk
He's
your
just
way out.
peppered away at by Berserker.
That's fine.
Won't be able to find anything except some
That's
damage on the
fine.
mid lane turret. So they deny
Okay.
some minions here, and they are going to get a plate or two mid lane, maybe even the whole tower. We'll see.
Yeah, they're going to get the full
whole
tower.
Really interesting there. I feel like Lyon didn't need to go push that mid wave. I know they've often traded turrets and gold, but
Oh, Dhokes is dead.
Back going to be setting it up. The World Ender pop there by Dhokes, but there is just too much CC. No shot for Big Dhokes.
That's fine, though. They get the bot tower with that. Darkwings is there for mid. That's worth. That evens up the gold lead.
That's a great sequence for Sentinels. It's a trade of turrets. It's a kill over to them. It's the Drake over to them. And that's
if
all
Lyon does,
nah,
this is smart. That's full bot tier 2 tower.
Able to complete his second item. They're even getting a bunch of damage down onto this tier 2.
They got it.
Rahel
It's just gone.
1,700 plus gold, so he has a lot of gold, and he's going to be able to get this tier 2 tower. He's going to be pretty damn near his full second item at this point. Does have that Rage Blade completed now. Huhi on the Zeeks. We're seeing the first support items coming through as well on the other side. Dhokes,
Dokes dead.
Spotted is going to be potentially in trouble here. Inspired's in the area. Dhokes has no ult, has the flash, but I don't even think it's worth using. The exhaust comes down. They're going to commit the Magnet Storm.
Okay.
He is out of there.
But I mean, look at the
But nothing's up
for the rest of the team. It's not like Lyon is getting anything out of that.
Dhokes
So
getting caught a lot this game
Sentinels.
now.
They had
Like,
a
that's
huge
2
amount
deaths.
of tempo to spend. The Troll of River here. It'll be really difficult for Lyon to retake this space. But Berserker based with the home guards made it all the way back. And
Inspired doing this again?
Team, though, and it's just going to get pillared.
Oh
out there
my
by
God.
Hawk. Impact is on
Great
the side,
pillar.
but will be able to avoid the chains. Saint trying to create some space, steals away the subjugate. Will he go
Inspired coming in.
Forward.
Didn't matter.
Secured, though, by
Saint's
Hawk.
dead. Saint ended that real bad. Oh, this is a bad fight. Ooh, Rahel a little too close. But he's fine.
Isles is next. Rahel is on the hunt. Berserker is running, but he's got
He got it.
Go.
That's Baron too. That's Baron. Oh my God, we're going to 5.
And that's the Drake.
We are
and
going to
likely
5.
The Baron, no smite, no mid, no AD carry, and a fed Kaisa Victor for Sentinels.
Sentinels going over
for
the Baron here.
My word.
It was all talk about Lyon, about how good they had been about the lower bracket, about if they were going to sweep this series, but Sentinels clawed it back from the brink of defeat early on in game 3. Now in game 4,
Saint was playing
like
real well at the beginning of the series.
Coming over here.
Darkwings is getting the better of him now.
That is Baron. That is 2 dragons in a row. That is an over 3,000 gold lead. And
we just, it feels like the scaling is on the side of Sentinels with their current power spike points, because Lunara was on 2 items like 2 Drakes ago. Still feels like she's on 2 items.
It is, yeah. I mean, Lunara is going to have a lot of damage,
take
but
tower.
It doesn't matter if you can't get access.
Easy.
You can't set the fights, and there's the dive coming in.
And that's
on
a kill on the Berserker.
Shattering strike does connect.
Ooh, no, the Lulu saves him, but he's fine.
Huhi may fall.
Dhokes big, though. Dhokes about to crush this.
Looking to try to run out the side. Inspired, arriving. Saint going to be TPing back into the team. The chain will pull back Rahel.
Oh my God, Rahel still lives.
Saint is coming in, flashing forward.
There's Saint.
Gone, abduct 900 gold shutdown. He wants more, but he will not be able to get it for now.
Inspired coming in behind.
Oh no. Behind them. Can they wrap around and get even more here? Sentinels have got to try to fight their way out. Impact moving
Impact's
through
just dead.
Inspired, but
No,
he is
there's nothing you can
constantly
do.
getting slowed.
That's
He
fine.
is
As long
gonna
as
be going
Darkwings
down.
lives,
He's
you're
gotta
good.
just accept it. Darkwings will
Yep,
make it
that's
out.
fine. Okay.
But it is
Ooh.
a couple kills there for Lyon as an aggressive dive from Sentinels does get a bit punished.
Yep, Hambach
Yeah,
made
that was a little bit
decision
too
there,
much from
throws
Rahel
out
and
the pillar,
Huhi
says,
there.
Farewell, Impact. I do not want to die as well. And
A little
I'd
bit
say
too much.
the
I get the
whole beginning of
idea,
this play,
but like
it's
just
a nice
play
look to
safe.
try
Your
and kill
top side's
Dinar,
taking it.
But I
like
thought it was
just
a really good polymorph
relax.
from Miles.
Which start setting up around the Baron here. That's spawning in 30, and that will be the target. That
You don't even
Sentinels
really have to
are
push out
looking
top all
for
that
here.
much. Like you already have
Taking away the
inhibitor down,
jungle,
so it's
and
fine. Like,
farming
just
up as much as they possibly
keep mid
can,
pushed and fall back to
looking
Baron.
to put the finishing touches on this one.
Yeah, as much as we said that the Chemdrake is good for Lyon, I don't know if the Quadra Chemdrake is that good for Sentinels, so they're getting a little unlucky with this roll, but let's see if they can make something happen. Who he actually just blast cones to safety, and they're still setting up
Those
vision,
Ws
probably
are
waiting for this
hurting.
Baron to spawn.
Definitely not the one they would have wanted, but every soul does something, you know? And
Rahel
you have a lot of
almost
tanky
16.
members, so the durability is
Hambach
always gonna be
also.
somewhat
Six-
useful, but
level
Sentinels
16
fully
ult on
controlling
Trundle is
vision
gonna be
on the
big.
top side and are going to be able to take away that red buff there for Hambach and Rahel. And now the Baron has spawned, so now it's time to start
Chemtech's not bad. No,
close
Chemtech is not
off
bad at
those
all.
lights, clear out the vision, and threaten these engages.
Oh, they're just gonna start it.
Baron immediately.
Are they starting it or are they baiting it?
Clear that out soon, you'd think. Hambach, yeah, just clicks the ward.
All right, somebody mark Dokla.
Forcing
Okay,
Lyon
there
to
he
come
is.
Yeah, Doko's gonna be
Split
on the
fight.
side. Impact trying to zone out Berserker, who is getting some
I would
damage
fall
out.
back.
He's just
I don't like
forcing
this play
down
from
this
Sentinels. I
Baron.
think you need to
Inspired's
get
gonna
off
thrown
Baron
out. Will he try to
personally.
flash in and steal this? He's sitting at the
No, he's
wall.
not. Never mind.
Can't
They're just
actually
not
get
even
in
making
to
a
do
dent
it.
onto
And
any of the
still
carries.
Sion has not been hurt at all. Darkwing's pushing forward. Inspired's
Sion
doing
is
something.
fine.
He is
Oh
being
god,
crushed
Sentinels
right
is gonna
now
clean
by
up this
Rahel.
fight so
Hambach, though,
hard
being focused down by
potentially.
Berserker. Flash in from Huhi, but it's a flash out from Berserker. The
Oh,
Shattering Strike
no.
does land, but I don't know if it matters. The killer
Oh,
instinct from
no.
Rahel just used to
Yanara's
run,
big.
but Darkwing's now going to be arriving on the side with the Arcane Storm. Impact
Yanara's
being fairly
fed.
low, but still damn tanky. Saint goes forward with the Abscond Abduct. He wants more, but
Flash
can
is
he
down for
get
Saint,
it?
but he's gonna
The
kill
Baron
Impact.
Has been taken, but will
Ooh,
they
he
lose
went
the
too far,
kill?
though.
Saint goes into the stasis now under the tower.
He's
They're gonna look
dead.
to try to finish him off.
Is
but
he?
he retreats back.
He gets
he
out.
survives for now. The Lulu shields and the
Oh.
Peels will keep him up. They lose a couple members, but
Okay,
they secure
Berserker
the
stays
Baron.
alive.
That was a
Berserker
close
can
fight.
now deal damage.
What a
Oh
close
god.
Fight.
Literally just playing from one angle, trying to push in, other than Dokla on the
in
flank.
that fight. As you said, has the IE.
If you
That is
give
a
the
big
full front to
spike
back,
here.
like you're now gonna have.
That sorcery
Oh
elixir in the
Rahel.
pocket for
Oh
Rahel
Rahel.
in a lot of trouble. He's
Oh,
gonna get
no.
CC'd up and knocked down. He
Oh,
is
no.
dead, and that could be a disaster. Sentinels need to run here. Impact has arrived, but Hambach has got to get out of there. Berserker and Inspired trying to chase him down. The Mega Blast Cone will
Oh
keep him
no,
safe.
Rahel.
A minute on this Dragon Spawn. Darkwings is going to TP out, but I don't think Huhi is going to be so lucky. And if Huhi dies, they can just delay the death. They can just stop him from recalling. Just delay the death, make it so he's not going to be there. And I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Don't burst him down. Wait as long as you possibly can and make it so he won't be alive for the Dragon. That
Oh,
can secure them
no.
the next Dragon. That is a massive pick onto Rahel. Huhi can do nothing. That's what they're doing, playing for the timers.
Yeah,
Remember
lots
when I
of
said that
gold
Rahel
injection,
was
but
taking
more
the lessons of
importantly,
Dizzy
will likely
Dave?
deny
Yeah,
that
he took
soul.
that one straight out of
Knows
my
exactly
playbook.
what to do to delay that death on
Max rank,
If
of course, of that
I
max
still think if
dosage,
Sentinels play
which
this
is
front to
way
back,
more
they're
powerful than the
for the
previous
most
ranks.
part fine.
Sentinel's going to be pushing up both top and mid, looking to put
Oh, this
pressure
feels like
onto
a
this tower,
bit of an over.
but do still have to be a
No,
little bit
this
careful as Huhi isn't
is.
with
Be
them
careful.
quite yet.
Yeah, so Baron buff just
Oh,
wearing
that's
off.
tragic.
Very ineffective Baron
No,
for
that's
them.
tragic.
Slight lead, and unless another crazy fight like that last one happens.
Good poke from
They're playing
Kai'Sa.
very aggressive, actually, considering what just happened.
The exhaust is used on him as well as the Arcane Storm. They want to push him back and try to finish off this tower. We'll see
Somebody
if they
hit
can
the
do it.
tower.
A lot of tools used, though, on a Berserker. Down to about half HP. He did
Thank
send
you.
oneself,
Holy
so he used the
shit.
ultimate, and he's going to have to run back to base to heal. Sentinels now pushing into the base, still feeling
you
confident.
go.
here. How far will they
Good.
go?
Keep playing
They
like
get the
this.
mid
Your
lane
front
hit.
line is
Now,
beefier.
a little bit of split calls, it felt like there, as some were walking back towards mid, the others going up towards top side to try to finish off the second inhibitor.
There you go. Now just
What a-
run
what a
away.
weird game. They
Run
just brute force their
away.
way in 5v5 and clear 2 inhibitors. That's going to
Mark
He
Saint.
can use the blast cone. He could use the blast cone with the stolen ultimate, but it's going to have to be used for a retreat here.
Oh,
Dokla
Dokla's
popping the
caught.
roll. They're gonna get
Dokla's
CC'd up.
really
Hambach
far
needs
up.
to run as he's getting hit over the wall. Hambach is going to
By
be back
caught,
down
I
to
meant
half
perfectly
HP.
fine.
Still has the subjugate.
Everybody get on that blast cone.
They're slowly
Everybody.
getting whittled down. They gotta
Oh
use the
no!
blast cone.
Oh no!
Someone hit it by accident, I think. They're going to try to turn on to Inspire, but they're in a lot of trouble. Saint's in the middle of the whole team. Rahel trying to survive. Into the stasis goes Saint. Saint, though, going to be knocked down. Darkwing does kill him off. Impact flashes out. Huhi flashes forward, but he's going to be knocked down by Berserker. Berserker is untouched, and Lyon is going to want more here. Sentinels will not give it to him. All right.
The
Oh.
super
Who's the
cones,
suspect here?
the super blast cones are out of control this game.
His fifth
Okay.
fully completed
Item
box
check.
Boots.
Only 4
Very,
items for
very
Kaisa. It
strong.
feels like
Saint
the
has had
gold
that
lead
death
for
cap now
Kaisa
for a
has
while.
stalled out. She has not been able to do
Carries
much.
are threatening
Yanara
if they
is
can
now
get access to
4.5
Rael, who has no
items.
summoners critically.
I mean, it's technically 4.5, 4.5, but like
that's a pretty big power spike for
Yanara is
get to that. But Sentinels
beefy.
trying to keep the tempo of this game
Beefy,
up because
beefy.
they're down. They've downed 2 of Lion's inhibitors. There's someone that has to clear that top wave, which is Saint, and Sentinels is getting that Baron.
Inspired.
But he's just getting rocked right now by Darkwings. Has to pop the max dosage in the midst of those 3 members.
This is a split fight. I don't know if I like this. Oh, Kaisa came into the back line. That's not good from Rahel. That's not good from Rahel. Okay, the Zonius is not bad.
Impact pushing forward.
No, that was terrible from Rahel.
It's up to Darkwings. Darkwings is the
Oh,
only
no.
damage they have remaining. The max dosage has expired. Who he's going to fall. Impact's in trouble on the side. He's got to try to run. Hombach throws down the pillar to try to peel for him, but it won't be enough. But their base is dying at the same time.
Rahel.
They get another kill there. It is not even the Baron because they peeled off it, so it's just the one fight there for Lion.
I think they peeled off of it too early, and this could probably lead to a Lion Baron regardless. They are down 1 Nexus turret. That Baron was very low when Impact and
like Rahel is like
angle
trying to
onto
go
Berserker.
in for
Clearly
executes.
Their plan was to bait and one-shot
You can't.
Berserker.
You can't. You just gotta stay
Sustain
back.
Of the Aatrox Silas Mundo.
Like good the
Rahel
Berserker
goes
die,
down.
but there's enough
Sentinels just
damage
does not
on the
have
rest
enough
of
damage
Lion
take
to
them.
kill
Now
them.
these death timers are so long, it's probably going to be a Baron for Lion, and they might even
Like
be
it's
able to
never.
move down towards
It's
the
very
soul
rarely
with
going to
this
be
Baron
worth
buff.
to go in
This
for an
game is
execute on
crazy as
anybody.
hell.
It really is, and I feel like had Rahel stayed on the Baron for 1 or 2 more
Like,
seconds.
literally 1 more second.
I
The
think
Baron
1 more
was free.
second. I think it would have been theirs, guaranteed, and then they could have tried to take the fight or disengage
man.
from it. But, you know,
Mundo, but
gotta
this
go back to
soul,
Oh,
is
God,
up
here we
for
go.
grabs.
Soul point.
This could be the game right here. It could potentially be the
Rahel,
series
just
if Lion's
stay-
able to win out.
Rahel,
We'll
get
Saint
off
on
the
side,
dragon
trying to find a flank
and-
angle. Doka gonna be stunned up there. As
Okay, they
Huey
got vision.
threatening for the engage. Hombach
Can they get
pillar
Saint?
over on a Saint,
No.
pushing him back now. Darkwing's trying to get the damage down. Here onto Inspired, who is down to about half HP but has the ultimate available. Flash still not up for either of these AD carries. Doka in the back of the pit tanking some damage as Hui's going to Hex Splash over.
Doku's coming in
Will he
behind.
engage onto Saint. Has the Blast Cone, could look for an angle, but used it to rejoin the team as Darkwings and Impact are getting poked down. They're losing this.
Aatrox in behind.
Saint
Not good.
Tried to flash over the wall. Looked like he flashed into the wall there, and now the fight breaks
Oh,
out.
Rahel's got
Doku's in the
space.
back line. Doku's
Rahel's
knocked
got
down.
space.
Saint could be in some trouble. The Chem Soul was taken, though, by Lion. It's up to Rahel.
Nope.
It's Lion
That's game.
through. It's
GG.
Berserker in the midst
Done.
of everyone gonna get stunned. But Berserker stands. Berserker fires. Berserker
Done.
wins.
Wow.
And Lion have taken the series. They've knocked down Sentinels. They've claimed the soul. And in a hard-fought 4-game series where you thought maybe,
Jesus,
just
what a game.
maybe,
What a
Sentinels
game.
could have pulled it back. Lion make it happen.
Kudos to
That's
both.
just a
Lion
bit of
was able to
teamfight
scale
practice for Lion
to the
as they
late
prepare
point
to
part of the
face
game where
C9 in the
Yanara
finals.
is better than
Lion
Rahel, or
marching
Yanara
on
is
the
better than
Nexus. It's
Kaisa,
gonna be a
and Victor can't really
3-1.
do
It's gonna
much.
be 9-2 run
The
in
tanks,
the
like
lower
you get
bracket
far
to
enough
make
in, the
it
80
all
carries
the
can
way
just
to
shred
C9
tanks,
to
and
try
that's
to go to first stand. Lion are on a roll.
Oh,
It's up
man.
to Cloud9 to-
what, dude? Oh my God, what a game! What a series! That was fun. That might have been one of the most games 1 and 2, obvious stomps, kind of was what it was. Games 3 and 4, so much fun. Oh my God! Now, does that give me a lot of faith for tomorrow? For Lion against C9? This is one of those games and one of those series that takes a lot out of you. Like, you survive it, but then you realize, like, oh shit, I gotta do this all again tomorrow? You're kidding me. We've just done this for 2 straight days. Now's when the wear and fatigue come in. If I'm coaching staff for Lion, like, the #1 thing that I'm doing tonight is like, hey, I don't care if you gotta pop a melatonin, whatever you need. Make sure you get 8 hours of sleep tonight. Can't prep, like, there's no amount of solo queue games that you can play tonight that will get you more prep for tomorrow. So go home. If you want to play 1 or 2, fine, go ahead and do so. But you need to go home, make sure that you relax, unwind, and then make sure that you come into tomorrow as ready as you possibly can be. Because tomorrow's going to be a brawl.